Peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Setso. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. I decided because it's a holiday tomorrow, we are not going home, we're not going to work. Let's have a small talk. This camera is too. I can see every little bump here. We are going to have a little talk discussing current affairs, discussing the readiness of Paseta, what our challenges could be in that we are facing at Paseta, and all of those things for the gala dinner, the fundraising gala dinner. And I'm going to be asking some questions into you guys so that you guys can give me some answers and we can have a conversation, an honest conversation about life in South Africa as African people, how we see we're going to end up, judging with this this. Are we going to end up somewhere, or are we just going to be just Abantunje? Okay, you guys know how it goes. As we are coming in, let us just send our greetings. Tell us where you're watching us from. Tell us your name and tell us where you're watching us from. I know the normal suspects will be here, even though this is not an announced live. So thank you so much for tuning in. Click the like button. So we can, push this issue of spreading the word that your boy King is on. Antonio Neo is here. The Soul Child is here. Thank you so much, Neo, for tuning in. And click the three buttons somewhere here and click the thumbs up so that you can like the video as we are waiting for the community to come in. It's 8 o'clock, okay? It's 8 o'clock. We need to push this matter of discussions, ladies and gentlemen. There's been some stuff here. Malume Streets from Kopitori. Khosi Rabi uteng le ena. Khosi Rabi Road is here. One of the normal suspects from Gauteng. Gauteng is here, Bafetu. I like all done, boss. And Saulu is watching us from Koval, Bafetu. Thank you so much for coming in, my brother. Thank you so much for coming in. So, why is that more YouTube? I don't know where we are going to start. I'm here in this Fredericksburg, West Coast. Wala King. Nkhona la kunjani sikhona siphilile. Uthulane from Rustenburg is here. Francis eThekwini what 110 into the MK has done well. Thanks for the live, Kagiso. I see from Kayelisha, thank you so much for coming. You'll excuse me. Why? It's cold. Wabata. Hutsididi. I don't know how to. Watitimela. What's the other language? Gumakaza. So you'll excuse me as I blow my nose now and then. You're looking good. Utogotela. Sibanyoni. There's a rich man by the name of Sibanyoni who gave me my first job in construction after my father passed away when I was still young. My mother just said, okay, your father has passed away. I'm no longer buying you Christmas clothes. Babu Sibanyoni has got a construction company. Is December. So my first job, Chauke is here from Wheatbank. Thank you so much, Chauke, for coming in. And Usbanyoni just went and dropped me at Captain Park somewhere where he was developing a townhouse. There were townhouses, a lot of blocks of houses. And as a 15-year-old, that was my first job. And so it was so difficult. and I came back. I did not make a lot of money because I went as they were closing. I think there was only 2 weeks left before Christmas or something like that, and I came. They were doing like 500. 50 rand per day. That's what they were giving Abafana Betaga. King, King. I'm from Kimberley. 053 053. Mudise, thank you so much for tuning in, Kimberly. So always refreshing when I see Kimberlites here, K-Sters and Kimberlites here. Olebogeng is watching us. Olebogeng Micho is watching us from Buckley West. Buckley West is where we are building our school, ladies and gentlemen. Continue being a motivation to us, King. One love, one love, one love, my brother, King. So from Secunda. Lefatshe la Bophapakantsi. Thank you so much. The UK is in the house. Omakoko from UK is in the house, and I'm from Moinoi. Yeah, Moinoi. Hi, King. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I appreciate for you taking time on the chat. Okay, question number one. Most of you have seen the video depletion of how the Paseta school is gonna look like. Let me just stretch your mind quickly because I'm busy preparing my speech. Hey, yeah, my speech. I'm not good in speech. KZN is in the house. King Senegal is Free State is in the house. You guys have seen the beauty of the school, what we are trying to do with the school. Can you guys guess on the comment section how many Josie's in the house? Mr. Shongwane, News Cartel is in the house. News Cartel does not want abantu abalungu esikolweni sethu se-Pan-Africanism. Can you guys guess how much Paseta, the building, Paseta is a boarding school, the building plus the hostels, how much will it cost? Can you guys guess on the comment section? Let me see how far your mind is stretching. How much do you think it's gonna cost for us to build the Paseta? 20 million, 15 million, 80 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million, 76 million, 36 million. When you look at the plan of Paseta, where is your mind playing? Virtual Academy is saying it's about 25 meters somewhere there, plus minus. Inako LWA2 says 260 million. Also Alexandra is here. Thank you so much, Alex. Mr. H, thank you so much for tuning in. Tell me, Mr. H, how much do you think Paseta will cost us? By 45 million, Ali. I'll tell you if someone is correct. If one of you is correct, I'll say it, but I won't tell you who is correct because I'll be doing a presentation. I can't do my presentation. 45 million. So far, none of you are close or correct. I think 5 million. 5 million. Tulane. Tulane, 5 million is a house, not 5 million is a house. Plus minus 15 million. Plus minus 15 million to build the school, the Pan-African school. Remember, this school must be different, ladies and gentlemen. I was listening to the Minister of Basic Education. South Africa schools participate in what we call international exams to monitor Pakinisi. Saying 60 million, plus minus 60 million million rands is what Pikanisi 200 million. Tebogo Chauke is saying you I think 500 million minimum. So you are saying it's going to be a $500 million. Mr. H says plus minus 150 million. Cartel is at 45 million. And what is the agenda of the video? No, we are just talking today. We are just talking today. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about. Feel free to also drop whatever you want to drop that we can discuss. I want us also to touch on is it good to have the Ubaba policy there in the MK political party. We are looking at the EFF's march next week, but Paseta is now 2 weeks to go to its gala dinner. Looking at the program, it will be around somewhere there 200 million. VAT may increase it or so. There is someone who's close, but yeah, there is someone who's very close, but not you guys. Yo, more 1 to 3 billion, 100 million trillion, Baba. No, I can say no. It's not. It's not a billion. It's not a billion. 600, 600 ke mango le Leslie ore 600 on the Obama policy, Ubaba policy, the Ubaba RT policy there in the MK political. Actually, it is too much. It is too much. You can imagine, because I was saying we have South African children writing international exams from grade 1 to matric, just to scale where about our South African children are matching up in comparison to the rest of the world. Our grade 3s, grade 3, grade 3, they are on the international level of grade 1. Sorry, I'm thinking in terms of euros. Yeah, give me a proper one. Utokotela usibiya uti building is expensive, around 150 million. News Cartel is like lentole 100 million lentole. Habari King, habari yako. Thank you so much for tuning in. 18 million, 18 million, 18 million, 18 million. Hey guys, the revolution is going to require money. What is the green one? Great one. What is the green one? Why I don't know what you are talking about. Don't worry, we're gonna explain to you. We're gonna explain to you. So our grade 3s on an international standard, they are grade 1. Can you guys imagine that? You guys have had our ministers, the former minister of Enjimutsecha, talking about South African children do not read. They can't read for comprehension. But reader just to cram. I was one of those children. When there was unprepared reading, I would shake. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to read without preparing. Prepared reading, you would think, hey, this boy can read. Because when I'm prepared, I'm just good. I'm just good. It's later on in my life, I think towards grade 11 and grade 12, when I started rapping and writing poetry. That's when I started my English vocab started becoming a little bit better. But otherwise, I was just it was a horror to read in front of people. I think it's about 3 million. No, 3 million. No. 3 million. Okay, everyone that is guessing under 20 million, no, just no. So now, so now, when I heard that on an international level, we are our grade 3, meaning 3 years of our children's life, when you compare it to the international standard, we are grade 1. The ANC has never respected academics. They even fake their own qualification. A lot of, I think maybe 6 well-known politicians in the ANC, in the history of the ANC. I mean, high-level politicians have faked their degrees and honors, just lying or say, no, I've got a honors in political studies. What rubbish is that? I've got a honors in financial accounting. What nonsense is that? I think about 30 million, Saul says about 30 million, round about there. So when I heard that, I was like, no, man. But when you look at China and the USA and the Singapore and all of them are always there in the top five and stuff like that. The problem we look down to ourselves, so we think our children can do better. You can imagine in primary school in China, children are already learning programming and robotics. In primary school, you are like, how is this child going to grasp this concept? That's how we Africans think. It's a high man. Robotic and programming and engineering is things for after school. You need to be grade 12 and more to be able to study that. When I first came to the UK 24 years ago, our standard of education in South Africa was high, but today not so sadly. Yeah, we can remember the last time the standard of education was high, because Tina, we just walked in a CAC education. King, look at China's education. They train them while they are young, when they are young. um, has anyone government offered assistance for the school? No, no. um, no, 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 no. Nobody, my lord. Cat is in the house. Cat Siminya. Kids learn faster when they are still young and flexible. It's very true. You teach the children even how to do combat sport. In Russia, they are very big in wrestling and combat sport, boxing, and all of that. If you teach them while they are still young, when they are in high school and varsity, they become machines. They become machines, whether it's kicking, whether it's punching, whether it's weightlifting, or whatever. If you teach them when they are young, whether it's robotic, whether it's programming, whether it's agriculture or anything, you teach them when they are still young. I'm telling you, Kat, there's no stopping. It is only us, abantu abamnyama, who think, Ahmed, our child in grade 3 cannot cook. It's only us. You go to China, you look at the small children cooking a full meal in grade 3, grade 2. This child can't even talk properly already, Antonio. Mlinzi is here. Mlinzi Africa is here. Greetings, King. Thank you so much, my brother. All the best, my brother. Thank you so much for changing. Catch them when still young. That should be the motto. That is true. Catch them while they are still young. That's why Paseta is a primary school, and we are looking to build the high school as time goes. Let me answer that question of Antonio, my king. The school is going to cost you around 50 million if you include the recreational facilities. We're asking the question, how much do you think Paseta it'll cost? Tupa king kojwane isale metsi. Yeah, ikutwane isale metsi. Yeah. And you bend it monate fela isale metsi. So ke khupiri ya tupa ntweo. So no, guys, we are not looking forward to assistance from the government so early as Paseta. I'm talking from experience. Those people will mess up any good program that you put together as government. Number one, they try to hijack it. Number two, they try to make it their own. Number three, they don't have the same passion as you. They are profit driven. Which construction company are you employing? What are you gonna do? They ask those type of questions. So no, the mayor of the Khatlong, there where we are building the school, she was not interested. Finally got her to respond. At the end, she said no, she's not around. So she will not be here. They are sending a representative from their mayoral office, I think the speaker or something like that. And I'm like, why do you want to talk to the ANC about your problems when the ANC is your problems? Tolerate or tolerate. The ANC is our problems. We are here where we are because of the ANC. When it is 1 million grade ones that are starting in grade 1, about 400 and something of them don't finish grade 12. You understand what I'm saying? It's close to 50% that don't finish grade 12. They get lost in the educational system, the weak educational system. South Africa and many public schools still rely on outdated teaching methods. Adding subjects like coding means little in the system, does not first adapt of learners' real needs and that's what we are having a problem with, Palisa. I know we are still far to talk about teachers, but what type of teachers are we going to have in Paseta? It's going to be a private school. Yeah, it is a private school. We are not going to be government funded. No, never. Palisa, what type of teachers are we going to have? Because if you can't change and liberate the mind of the teacher, or the teacher does not understand what we are doing at Paseta, they will not be able to transfer those skills and those morals and the ambition to their children. I got kicked out of high school. I was in Cultura High School. It's in Brongerspruit. That's where I matriculated. You guys know I've been to many schools in my life because I was very naughty. And in a Cultura High, I asked our business teacher, what business does he own? Because he did not even have a car. And it's sad to say that. And he was angry because when I asked him, I was always the clown in the class. So you guys can imagine how I asked it. So I asked the question. I said, before we continue, and I think that before we continue is the one that got me in trouble. I said, before we continue, tell us what business do you own? I made that man so angry. He kicked me out of class. You teach business, you don't have you can't even sell sweets yourself. King, I have nothing but praising like on the video in my way of showing support. Okay, thank you so much, my lord. Thank you so much, Mr. H. Thank you so much, Mr. H. So yeah, that's what is happening. Teachers themselves are going to be the biggest task for Paseta to appoint. Who are we going to appoint to teach our children? Never mind the children. The children are are ready to learn any learning outcome. But is the teacher available to teach that? Teacher just came in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Butelezi. You're welcome. You're welcome. We just started actually. We're just harboring and asking the question: how much do you think the Paseta building plus the student accommodation is going to cost? 6 million, 12 million, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, 200 million. Somebody says about 1 to 3 billion. What do you think, Butelezi, is going to be the cost of Paseta? And remember, the cost is not important, ladies and gentlemen. We have to build this school. No matter how much it costs, it's the legacy that is going to come after this. Because if we don't, there's many of us that are talking on YouTube. There's many of us that are talking in our political parties. But you ask the question, what did the ANC build? 31 years. Dollar. And you can go and all the political parties and you ask the same question, nothing. Politics is not going to save us. Politics is not going to save us. Koneleni says, more than anything, we need teachers who understand their work as a calling. Only then can they transfer not only skills but deep passion. You understand? Ukanyuti King, you should also study the education system in Finland. Yes, I agree. They have been number one globally many times. Primary schools teachers have a PhD in teaching. There is a correspondent school of agriculture there that we have. One of the people that one of South African is staying there, and their child is in a school, and she said to me, King, my goodness, in Finland they are not playing with education. They are not playing with education. I was like, what do you mean? She says, oh my God, they just upgraded the school. She says the school is like a 8-star school, but they upgraded excuse me, they upgraded the facilities of the school, and they're going crazy. And that's what you guys must think. From the guard room of Paseta, when you come in Paseta at the gate, the security that you're going to meet is not that security that you guys are meeting there in the Department of Education. They're standing there as if he does not know. Our security personnel will be well paid, because they are the first person that you contact with when you get into Paseta. So their speech about Pan-Africanism, their understanding of what is happening behind them about the school, their passion about children, they are passionate about the job that they are doing. Because I was talking to my guys, I said, no, we must rename that security personnel title, because South Africans see security as a low class thing. So we as Paseta see our security as almost the face before the reception. The first person that you meet must impress you there at the gate. The equipment that we have, we've got 2 guard rooms. As you walk into Paseta, as you drive into Paseta, there's 2 guard rooms, a male and a female one, with 2 guards each side. When you get there, when you get scanned, what you've been told, a little induction that will take about 90 seconds of a pitch from the security guard, will prepare your spirit to say, I'm not entering just a school here. This is holy grounds. This is holy grounds. Bantu education would be on improvement on today's standard. Oh, that's an insult. Oh, that's an insult. RJJ, my goodness, Bantu education would be an improvement on today's standard. You remember today's standard is called basic education. So he says Bantu education is better than basic education. I have to agree. That's painful. Stop typing painful things here on the comment sections. Sawubona, my lord. Thank you so much for coming in. Good idea. Kate says we must have like a standard entry course that everyone in Paseta must do when they join, so we are all in the same spirit. It's very important, Kate. It's very important. You can't play around. You can't play around. We have to have. I need to rename cleaners. I need to rename security, because those are the people that are taken very low. But those people are very important because they've got a lot of contact with the children, with the teachers, with the visitors. Cleaners. Understand? RJJ says, sorry, Baba. Yeah, but you are hating us there. You can't tell us that Bantu education is better than basic education. That's very hurtful. Once Paseta is finished, is it going to be it's going to be our pride. It will be good for history. Remember, in Paseta there is a building there, News Cartel, my brother, thank you so much. Remember, in Paseta there is a building there, our pyramid. Our pyramid is actually a museum, and it is a money generating building for the Pan-African School. In the pyramid, we are looking to tell the African history in the walls. If you guys Google the African Museum in America, built African Museum. I think it was opened by, if I'm not mistaken, by Barack Obama, but it was started by Bush. Bush is the one that funded the idea to build an African museum in celebrating African month, February, there in America. So the pyramid is an educational center where when you walk into the pyramid, the way we will be guiding you through the storyline of how Africa got developed and everything, where we started as Africans, pre-colonization, during colonization, post-colonization, and a new colonization that we find ourselves in. You're going to see the whole stories of Africa, what Africans have innovated, where Africans started. Was there a great migration of the Bantu people? All the stories that you need to know. The story of the Khoi and the San people, the Nama people, depicted so perfectly that when you enter the pyramid and you exit, if you enter that pyramid and you did not understand what Pan-Africanism is, you're gonna exit that pyramid. Understand? You're gonna exit that pyramid and Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? So the pyramid is a generating, is a building that generates funds for Paseta. It's an international building for people who want to know the African story. They'll be driving from all over the world, going to the pyramid and getting in there, getting artificial things, screens that tell stories about these people, about those people, everything that you will need to know about African people. That pyramid alone, ladies and gentlemen, when we did the calculation of how big it is going to be and all the things that we're going to have in that pyramid, is more than 10 million. It's more than 10 million. The completion of that pyramid, everything completed from the walking in to the walking out, the different levels in the pyramid, how we're going to tell the African story. It's going to cost us more than 10 million. Ziyakhala manje, sengiyanitshela manje ukuthi isikhipha. Especially employees of Paseta. Yeah, no, he's talking the truth there. My brother says proper screening process too, Kat. We can't mess around with who gets to be around our children. So very important. So very important. So very important. And also not only the screening, the monitoring monitoring tools also that you use when the teacher is there. When was it? Last week Friday, I was just elected the president of the school governing body of our school. Remember, I told you guys I was the deputy president for my son's school, and every year we elect a new president. So now I am the president. Okay, the less said, the better. I am proud of Paseta. Please, people, let us continue with depositing our 50 rand. Thank you so much, King, and your partners. Yes, one of my partners, Mr. Vilekas, is this one here by the name of Katlejo, and the other one I saw him here also. They are my partners. Yes, let's continue to encourage others with the monthly donations. In fact, let me drop 100 rand. Kat is showing off. Kat is gonna drop 100 rand now quickly, because you guys are dropping real life bars for the future. Thank you so much for everyone for dropping these real life bars. King, I'm not working at the moment, but the day I start working, I will be I will be making rain with donations. DJ Maseko, thank you so much, my brother. Listen, it's gonna come all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's difficult in South Africa. Even us who are working, we find it very hard to float. It's very difficult, my brother. Thank you so much. I will want to be part of history and do that. Yeah, we're gonna dedicate some bricks on your behalf. We know that when the time, as long as the heart is ready and willing, we'll be all right. Mazibuku says, my king, blessed my Lord, thank you so much for coming in. All the best with the King Endeavor. Is it Endeavor? Mr. King says, so Paseta all the way. As if now English is high class. You must remember, Tina, we are the basic education children. Now I am sold to really leave everything on the second and to the gala dinner. No, man, come to the gala dinner. Listen, what you're going to get at the gala dinner, you will not be able to grasp it on the video. I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks after the gala dinner, I will drop the edit of the gala dinner, but piece is not the whole thing. But from that video, you are not going to get the mood that is in the room. I'm preparing my speech. My laptop is open in front of me as I speak to you right now. And I'm telling you right now, the gala dinner is going to be marked as a very historical moment in South Africa for the people that will be in that building. The people, and there isn't many celebrities, or let me say, there isn't many well-known people in the building. There are known people, but not well-known like everyone in South Africa knows who this person is. And I'm telling you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, that it's going to be very spiritual there. It's going to be life changing. Like listen, you are not going to be around Paseta team and you come out there not infected by the infection of loving African things, loving African education, and loving African ways of doing things. Now, okay, no, I think I've read it. You hope you tell the history. Swart, what is Swart doing here? Not only on what is Swart doing here? Historical from the race in South Africa is gonna cost plenty. Oh, but Swart is is Swart not the construction guy? Sonja Swart, I think Swart. Swart Utini. You hope you will. I think you wanted to say. I hope you will tell the history correctly, not only from your viewpoint. You must get historians of all races and all of that. Yeah, of course. People think we will be dropping King said so bars and knowledge there. I know nothing. Yay, la lelan la, Mr. Swart. I know nothing. Swart, Swart, yeah, Swart. I know nothing, and I'm a big believer in getting people that understand things better than me. I'm a very big believer with that. Yeah, I'll be getting professionals in every field. I know nothing. I'm running the IT group of Paseta. Well, not running it. I'm putting an IT group together. It's head by someone else and everything. I know nothing about IT. But when those guys speak there, I just want everything to interlink with Pan Africanism. So we've got great people there, guys, that are doing excellent work. So yes, we'll be getting professionals in every field. In every field, I'm a professional in agriculture. That I work for the Department of Agriculture for a decade now. So I know farming. So there I'll be giving a lot of my experience, even though I've got my mother who's been in agriculture for 40 years. 40 years. And I've got other colleagues that know better than me in other things in agriculture. So it's not Tina, we are just the vision carriers, that's all. But the implementers are people that will be professionals in those different departments. Excuse guys, I have to leave. Thank you so much. Have a blessed one. How many prominent black politicians have bought tickets for Paseta Galaxy Paseta Galaxy dinner? Prominent zero. Prominent zero. And remember, I reached all around from Zungula, Panyaza Sufi. There isn't anyone that you know that I did not try to reach. Let me put it that way. It's difficult to reach everyone and get correct numbers and everything. But some I did get a hold of them. They did reply positively. So some of them have been watching King Said So. They noticed the face, they noticed the voice. Yeah, prominently. So no, there isn't any big politician that we are going to surprise you with at the gala dinner. Yeah, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Send it. Let's go. Katlego has sent his 100 rand buffet to Isaacal. Long live the spirit of Paseta. You will drink blood. What blood are you talking about? What is Prokelo fast? I am everywhere. Okay, okay. So, Mr. Swart. Yeah, so that's the thing. So the best thing about Paseta, this life is now turning into Paseta. I did not mean it to be that way. Still live. I'm late. No, no, you are not late, my lord. We started, or what? It's been 40 minutes. We started just some time ago, and we are asking the question, Mbai, Mbai. We are asking the question: how much do you think Paseta building and school will cost? 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, whatever. Mr. Swart says it's a pity politicians are so fraught, not wanting to support and promote the school. We need more. No, listen, it's not that they are, and this is what I tell my team. It's not that they don't want to support or whatever. I'm not famous. King said so is not famous. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not known. I'm not no. I'm not a DJ Smoo or a, I don't know who else to make an example, or yeah, Season Pofu Welsh. I'm not. If Season Pofu Welsh was doing the same thing that we are doing, he would have probably reached it faster. That's why we say Paseta is a blueprint for other African people who want to do it. They will say, if you want to build a black school, this is how Paseta did it. Let's come up with a new model that is an improvement from the Paseta model to reach the destination a little bit faster. I'm not famous. You guys think I'm famous. I'm not famous. I'm not famous. I walk into any place, nobody, what you call, recognizes me. So it's not a thing of people don't want to build or to support. We are just not there yet where people know us. Number one. Number two, we have not started with the building of the structure of the school. So meaning, once we start and we have more videos, more pictures, more more updates, then people will then jump in a little bit more because some people want to see if it will work. Some people want to see if it's a scam. Is it another VBS? Are we going to steal money? Who is this King says so? Can we trust him? What track record does he have in building schools? All of those questions are in people's mind, and rightfully so. You can't just trust in Jay. You understand? Other people, they catch the spirit immediately. Other people, they are resistant. There's been pastors, there's been fraudsters that have knocked South Africans from their hard-earned money. So I understand that. So in understand that, I tell my team, my other team member was saying they were presenting Paseta to a group of people, and they did not know what Paseta is. And she was angry at those people. How can you not know Paseta? I said, no, not everyone knows Paseta. We are new. We are totally new here. So yeah, let's in due time. Palisa says, I'm excited for this school and hope it promotes Pan-Africanism, strengthens ties across the continent, yes, and inspires unity beyond just education. Thank you so much, Palisa. Such a powerful lady, Palisa. You are right. By building our own school, my brother, you are a pioneer. We are pioneers, all of us. Does AfriForum acknowledge our values? So we need not to apologize, affirming ourselves. Yes, of course. And say after start a town, it's about time we are doing and building our own. No, Paseta is a town. We are starting with the school. Paseta is a town. Paseta is starting the same way as AfriForum is, not AfriForum. Orania is starting. We are on a farm, a lot of hectares of land with nothing on them. So the politicians go where they eat. That's true, Mr. H. So the end goal of Paseta is not just to build a school, is to build, to put it in layman's term, we are building our own Wakanda. Katlego says, I'm just happy that we are pushing regardless on how much of a reach we have. But when people catch on, we will be very far. There is a lot of people with money that will throw money at us when we are big. I hope so, Kate. I hope so. King, this is a legacy of us black child, and this will teach our kids that we are capable. It's very important. It's very important. Is to teach our children to say, on 2024, we started something by the name of Paseta. We are turning 1 year, by the way, in July. So we are thinking of what to do. July. What are we going to do? And we are looking to say to our children, we tried by all means. We tried by all means when we had nothing. We gathered the 50 rands and we made sure that this thing works. You understand? It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. When I saw the architectural design and what you call it, the quantity survey, the money and everything, and when I saw the total amount on the bottom of that that working document, I stopped and I looked at it and I said, "Oh God, you are good," because the dream must scare you. It is a wise man that said, if your dream does not scare you, go back to sleep and dream again. You cannot have a dream that does not scare you. When you tell your friends and your family your dream, they must undermine you. When you think you can be a millionaire, when you think you can, your dream must scare you and scare the people around you. And I'm telling you, our dream is very intimidating if you're not ready. Well done, King. Well done, King. Our very own Jen Traore. No. Oh my goodness, no. I think 25 million is a good start for Pan-Africanism, for the Pan-Africanism. Maibuye. Ooh, guys. Because I always tell my team, don't celebrate anything King Said So does, because King Said So has not done anything yet. You can't by Traore. And I think me and Traore are the same age, if not one of us is 1 year older than the other. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to see how much he has achieved at his age. Okay, he's in a different country, he's in the army and whatever, but it doesn't matter. There's no limit to what you can achieve, no matter where you are, where you come from, what you are doing and everything. Look at how much Tupac's life has impacted the hip hop world when he passed away only at the age of 25. So it is those type of things that, if you fail to make serious impact in your 20s, and that's what we want to teach our children, that we want Paseta to give birth to a minimum of 30 Traores, and we unleash them to the community. We want Paseta to give birth to serious Lumumbas there, a serious Chris Hannis there. We want to give birth to those things, because I always complain about, say, the ANC never duplicated its leaders amongst the youth. They got intimidated. They got intimidated by Julius Malema, how strong he was and everything, and they cut him out. Only those who kiss ass are left there. Fikile Mbalula. What a weak leader. What a weak leader. Politically, politicians failed us, and politics system is also failing us. We really need to start our own movement. There's no way politics is going to save us. The level of stress that you guys are going to have in 2029, when the MK is not doing well, when the EFF is not doing well, the level of high blood that you guys are going to get, I promise you. Benice Pito says, King, I'm so disappointed if the likes of Julius and Abu Panyaza are not interested in Paseta project for the liberation of. No, like I said, that Benice, I don't want to be that difficult to them. Julius, remember, have promised, the EFF provincially have promised to buy one table. They said, no, man, we are busy with this march. Give us time. Let us conclude our march. After the match, we will then come and buy a table from you guys. They haven't bought the table yet, but even this week, I was with the provincial leader, Mr. Shadrach Klaule, a nice guy who said, "Listen, no, don't worry, count us in. We are coming." But I tell my team always, I don't count money that's not in the account. I studied marketing. I graduated in marketing. So I don't count money that is not in the account. I don't count promises. If I count promises, I promise you this gala dinner would have been sold the same week that I announced it in January. Promises. All those promises has not come to pass. Let me tell you what came to pass. 50 rands. 50 rands. I'm talking about nobodies, people you don't know, sending 50 rand. They are the people that keeps us going as Paseta. Nobody is on the payroll of Paseta Benis. Nobody gets money. Nobody, your money is not wasted. We've got a good accounting firm that is auditing our books, but we are still new anyway. So there isn't much to audit. There isn't the hundreds of thousands in Paseta. Paseta's account has never seen 100,000. So we are not a big company and all that. But Julius Julius wants to build a school. Ne? Julius wants to build a school for the EFF. They promised to build a school. So I think that is more in his priority list for the EFF. That can be a higher level of priority for them than Paseta. Remember, we as Paseta cannot be consumed by politics. If I build Paseta under the banner of EFF, the MK people are not going to support. The ANC people are not going to support. Black people will start fighting each other unnecessary if I build Paseta under any political banner. So me and my team, from the beginning, we decided no politicians are going to hijack this beautiful thing, because South Africans only look at South Africa through the lenses of politics. South Africa know politics too much, and they are very, let me say, religiously committed to politics. So it's not like they don't want to support. They will support. They will support. In fact, I wanted to honor Paseta in a way, like naming a classroom or something after him. But time will tell how he will turn out to be. But there's a lot of acknowledgement that we're going to do to our current politicians in Paseta, the fallen politicians also, like Abu Solomon, Abu Chris Hani, and all of them. We will honoring them in our school big time, big time. Besides the museum, the architectural museum that we'll be having of the pyramid. We'll be trying to put the faces of African people every wall where you go. You must see, going to the toilet, going to the school hall, going to the classrooms. You must pass African history on the walls, and it must tell the stories. It must tell the stories of African people. So that's very important for me to do. I would have appreciated if politicians keep away from Paseta. They had their end messed up, still do. Yeah, no, we're not going to. We welcome them, but we welcome them as individuals. We don't welcome them as political parties. No, no, no. They are welcome to come and help us. Are you going to do a video MK winning what 10? I already did. It's a short, but I already did. Joseph Sbusiso Mabena Mbutuma. Yes, I have already did Mbutuma. I have already did. My king, I have suggested if you have the board members come with a way of industrial in the school that sustain and bring some sort of income, so that in the near future it expands to small town and industry. Yes, that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing, guys. We cannot announce that completely, Mr. King or MK Ramawela King. We can't announce that fully. Paseta has got a 50-year plan. And in that 50-year plan, we've got all of those things. That 50-year plan was drafted by Katlego that you saw, guys, here on the comment section. We have those plans, but step by step. We don't want to now start sounding like a fiction. Yeah, we're gonna build the biggest town. No, you haven't even built the classroom. What are you talking about? You understand? So in our those who will be coming to the gala dinner, they will have a taste as to where we are trying to go with Paseta, because Paseta is a big thing. It's not a school. It's a big movement. So the people who will be there will understand where we are trying to go. But I'm telling you, we are blessed because we have land. We have land. The people, the farm that we got our land from, won their land claim in 1997, and they have done little to nothing on that land because of lack of resources, lack of money, and all of those things. And when we came in there, they were so excited to say, "What? Build a school here by our land? Thank you so much. How can we make it work?" The two old men, you guys are going to see them on the day of the gala dinner, and I'm so blessed that I met them, because we were going to struggle. We were looking at things like we were looking to buy farms. Those farms were like 60 million, 23 million. We were looking to buy a farm as Paseta, and I don't know how far we were going to get when we took that route. You understand? Also did not come cheap. A lot of people donating for us to secure the land. It was not cheap. It's not easy at all. So yeah, we do have a board, we do have funding members, we do have teams like advisory panel, we have an advisory committee, we have what we call strategic partners. Like I said, I don't know anything. I know marketing, I know content creation and all of that. There are elders in our field. There are people that own schools that are on our board, not our board, on our advisory panel. That they own schools. Say, I've been running a school. My school is 20 years old. You understand? These people that are they've got experience in this thing, and they are guiding us properly in all of that. If I can read one message from that group, let me just show you, because I added someone. I think this week. This week, a new person in the group of the advisory panel. Let me just show you what these people are saying. Oh, there's more people that want accommodation. I have the Paseta phone, guys. When you guys are calling the Paseta number, you're actually talking to me. People call the number and they're like, can you give us King's number? Well, no, you're speaking to King. You're speaking to King. Let me read this message for you guys. This is a new guy who got in the group. He asked some questions that other members have already asked in the past, but I just want to read this message for you guys. It says, greetings. QCTO will be required. Below mentions is the below mentioned is to start the process of accreditation registration to be a training provider. I will share the requirements. Now, number one, a valid occupation health and safety audit report, a proof of ownership and lease agreement, comprehensive CV of the facilitators, certificate, IDs and qualification. Number four, a business plan. Number 4.2, an audited financial statement. Number five, a valid tax compliance PIN in expanded provided proof. Number six, to proof of registration, PTLY, NGO, NPO, blah, 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 all of those things. A signed workplace MOU, a learning material, and the matrix. So we've got people that ask these questions. They come. He's new. Some of those questions have been addressed already in Paseta, but he's new. But you can hear what type of people that we have on the group. People that say, guys, this is what Paseta needs to do. Get these documents in order so that you don't be caught napping. You know, the people, when they criticize Paseta, they will look at our weakness. They will look at they won't look at our strength. They don't care about our strength. They don't care. They won't care if we are building the school, the classrooms are going up. They will be looking at our weakness. You know, they will be attacking us. I always tell my please provide King Uvikutini, please advise if you would need Azania schools and authors for Paseta. We do. Send us a message on our WhatsApp number. Send us a message on WhatsApp and tell us what is it that you can add as value to Paseta, and we will appreciate it. We'll appreciate it. Everyone is welcome in Paseta. Everyone is welcome in Paseta. Very important. So people will be looking at our weakness. People who don't care about our strength, they will be looking at our weakness. What documentation don't we have? Or is SARS cleared us, registered at the Department of Education? What is our stance instead of in terms of audit and all of those things? And I was telling my team, I say, I'm expecting all of the fights that political parties have. It's just so unfortunate for the people that will be fighting us that at the end, my word goes at Paseta. Unfortunately, we are not going to be debating the progress of children and having people voting people out and whatever. In Paseta, it's like the MK political party. Ubaba said policy works very well in the beginning. So we need to be very firm in decision making. So I'm expecting in the future someone is gonna come and say, hey, I'm one of the Paseta founding members, then say bad things about us in another podcast. I'm expecting other podcasters, little podcasters, to be making noise about Paseta, you know, shooting us down and saying this thing is not going to work. I see that is already happening. I'm expecting to be in conflict with the law because we are not going to fully conform to the rubbish of basic education, the way we'll be doing things. I'm expecting parents to fight us. I'm expecting resistance from everywhere. I mean, you have to expect this thing. This thing is a revolution. So we are going to meet those type of challenges in life. So yeah, I'm expecting all that. I'm preparing. They are not coming as fast as I thought they will come, but maybe after the gala dinner, I will start hearing things. So I'm expecting all of that. I'm very much mentally prepared for all of those things. I'm not sure if I'm financially prepared for court and all of those things, but I'm mentally prepared for the fights that are coming. I'm a very, very, very nice guy when you meet me, but with 4%, I fight like a pit bull. I don't take things lightly when it comes to Paseta because I understand what it means for Paseta to fail. I understand what it means for Paseta to fail. And I always tell my founding members, the guys that are founded Paseta with me, I've got 4 other gentlemen that work with me. I've got ladies and queens that work with me. We've got Paseta Liberia, Paseta Uganda, Paseta Angola, Paseta Namibia, Paseta Lesotho, and Paseta South Africa. There's 6 Pasetas in Africa right now as we speak. You know, I always tell them that when Paseta crashes, people don't know them. So some of you will know them after the gala dinner because they will speak there on the stage. But people don't know them. I will catch the biggest criticism and punishment for the failure of Paseta more than anyone else. And I understand the responsibilities that are on my shoulders. So a wise man said, do not have responsibility without authority. Don't have responsibility, but you don't have authority. over those responsibilities or over the people that you are working with. Otherwise, that responsibility, the consequences that come, the results that come, are going to choke you because you don't have any authority. It's very important to remember that when you go to a working place and they tell you your responsibility as a manager, as a director, this is what we are expecting from you. Ask them, what is my authority over my team? So I know people can even come for my life because of Paseta. I know it's going to happen. I know I prayed about this. I know I'm expecting it. I'm expecting that one day the people that are sending 50 rands will ask, where is our 50 rands? Even when you give them a audit, a financial statement. I'm expecting that from my people. Remember, my people are not fully liberated. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting that someone will say, no, I want my 50 rand back. I have donated this much on Paseta. I want my money back. You guys lied. You guys understand what I'm saying? I'm expecting that. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting people who are enthusiastic in the beginning. When the going gets tough, I'm expecting that they will jump off the train. I'm expecting it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting attacks from politicians. I'm expecting attacks from family members, from friends, from colleagues. I'm expecting that people will try by all means to block the spirit of unity of African people. You know, I'm expecting that what is Katara should be a man of my word. I just need to add another zero in my juice. Okay, Katara, send me the proof of payment. Katla send me the proof of payment of his money, his monthly contribution. He's very committed in the monthly contributions. But I will tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, you can look at our financial statement and everything. Nobody donates to Paseta more than me. No one individual has donated to Paseta more than me. Nobody. And I'm not saying that out of pride. I'm saying the vision that I'm carrying, I believe in it more than anyone else. There is one person who's very close, is Mr. Radebe. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bishop Mike Radebe. That man is crazy with donations. He's the one that keeps me up at night when he donates. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anyone to beat me with donating to Paseta. And he just donate. I'm like, man, why is this guy getting all of this money, 200 rands flying in 3 or 4 times a week? When he gets paid, he just believes in Paseta so much. That is why we named the one pellet campaign after him, to say we're going to say this is the Mike Khadebe campaign. He's crazy on donations. He's crazy. He's crazy. So we are very blessed to have people like him, on our side as partners who are saying, young men, and these are old people. These are old people, because every generation has got a mission. Every generation has got a mission, and I think our mothers, the generation before us, those who are in their 50s and 60s, they realize that they have failed to lay a proper foundation for our generation. So there's a guilt thing that is happening to say, let us help these young ones because we did not do anything for them. And when you look at it properly, the generation before us did very little for us. Very little, next to nothing for us in terms of setting us up as Africans uh, to to be in a better footing economically. So, financial sector, or what the Black Bank is there. In the economy we are struggling. The JSE, you look at the top building, the top businesses there. The JSE listed You don't find black businesses there. You don't find black owners there. Ladies and gentlemen, are we still alive? Is this YouTube playing games on us or what is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube went off, ne? Man, are we still alive? Is this YouTube playing games on us or what is going on? It went off for some time. I think it's because I was live for some minute. Are we still here, guys? Are we still here? Somebody send a comment or something somewhere so I know I'm talking to people and I'm not talking alone. Or otherwise, we'll move to TikTok quickly. Are we still here, guys? Are we still here? Somebody send a comment or something somewhere so I know I'm talking to people. Okay, TikTokers, let's meet on TikTok. Let's meet on TikTok.